Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक, किसी को मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We are studying Adhyasa. Adhyasa is the one which is creating all the problems. Dhi means buddhi, intelligence, understanding, perception. Adhi means those who are not able to understand their own perceptions, and therefore there is misperception. And these misperceptions create a lot of problems. That is called as the bondage. Atra anatmani aham iti mati bandha eshosya pamsaha. When we are identifying ourselves with finite, we are different. When we have given up identification with the finite, we are different. Now to make this, let's take some example. Once a person came, of course a husband, and he asked me this question, Swamiji, why I am so unlucky? My wife is troubling me a lot. What should be done? I said, divorce, forget about her. Get married again. No, I can't. Why? She is earning and I am eating. Then, how to solve this problem? I said, look here, for all the problems, I have got only one solution. Think properly. Now, what is there to think? I said, okay. Are you ready to think? He said, yes. Now tell me, who is complaining? Husband? Yes. The husband is a common noun or a proper noun? Think. Any fool getting married to another fool is called as husband, isn't it? So husband is a common noun, it is not a proper noun. And what is common for all. All the husbands in the world are miserable. If you are miserable, you are normal. Really? Yes. Thank you very much. Problem solved. See, friends, don't bury yourself in small little things. Grow out. Then we want to inquire further. How this husband is born? When identified with a particular lady as a husband, he is born. Then who is suffering? Husband is suffering. Then what he wants to do? Divorce. So when divorce happens, what happens to husband? Where does he go? Nowhere. Because he was never. Now to understand this principle is called as the jiva, the soul principle. See? Now we go one step further. car has petrol, has energy, and steel out of which the engine is made. Only petrol cannot move the car. Only engine cannot move the car. And if you put the petrol on the engine, like we do the Shiva Linga Abhisheka, it will not start. It will not move. Then, under a particular set of conditions, when the petrol functions through the engine, something is born. And what is that? That is horsepower. Who is moving the car? Neither the petrol nor the engine, but the horsepower. Be very attentive. You switch on your car for our understanding, HP, horsepower 1, HP 1. Switch off. Where the horsepower has gone? Again switch on, HP 2. Again switch off. Again switch on, HP 3. Now the question is, HP 1 is equal to HP 2 is equal to HP 3 is equal to what? When the engine is switched off, is anything lost? Who is moving this car? The one who doesn't exist. Because it is not an individuality, it is a principle. Similarly, when two things come together, a non-existing entity happens, and that non-existing entity is enjoying or suffering. So what is to be done? Karnataka. How simple it is. So we are all donkey powers. When I am in front of my father, a donkey power called as the son is born. Now what is his duty? Follow that wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. So if you are in front of your old father, then pretend you are listening, don't argue and do whatever you have to do. Old people cannot be changed. They are like that, manufactured effect. Then you get out of that role. Then you come in front of your wife. Then now that 1 HP, donkey DP, donkey power, gone. The second donkey power has come. Now I am a husband. Now go away from wife, go before the child, then third HP. Think, friends. And what happens? We take these buddies as real. Then the husband wants to improve the wife wants to improve the husband. It is something like two mirrors in front of each other, and there are reflections. So this reflection wants to improve that reflection, this reflection wants to improve. Spirituality. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. This is the meaning. Atra anatmani aham iti mati. Mistaking ourselves to be body. Thereafter the whole world is created. At two levels. One at the possession level. And second at the relation level. We all suffer only because of these two factors, possessions and relations. Hey friends, these we have to learn from our day-to-day experiences. So, now the next question comes. But why this happens? Why? Because the sky is too high. You know why this question comes? Why? Because we don't have the urgency to know the truth. For a spiritual life is one time pass. We go for a movie, we go for a dance performance, we go for a puja, we go for a picnic, and we come for a satsang also. See, friends, another example. Imagine one of my students, he came and asked me, Swamiji, kindly tell me, whenever I give lectures, I am always short of examples. What are the books that you refer? You have got so many examples. Please tell me. I said, you are one example. You have to learn from every day-to-day experiences of life. So once we take this approach, which approach? Suppose my house is on fire. Imagine my house is on fire. I can always put it on fire because I don't have a house. And then I dial the fire brigade and start talking to him. Hello, how are you? Everything is fine. How many years you have been serving in this department? Your children are grown up? What are they studying? What the other? Hey, who are you? What do you want? No, my house is on fire. If you get time, please drop in. Will you say like this? You will tell, hey, my house is on fire, come quickly. You will not even tell where the house is because urgency to get out of the mess. Exactly. This urgency to know the truth has not kindled in our heart. And this urgency is kindled by divine grace as Bhagavan Sri Krishna created this urgency for Arjun in Bhagavad Gita when Arjun told Senayor Uvayor Madhya Ratham Sthapaya Mechyuta. Bhagavan thought, see how many years he has been with me. He never wanted to fulfill the life. The same thing again and again. What he did? He created the problem. Problem was not there. He created. When he was told, take the chariot between two armies, he had an option to take the chariot in front of Duryodhana Dushasan. Start the war. But instead of that, what he did? He got the chariot in front of Bhishmacharya, Dronacharya and did not keep his mouth shut. This is what Krishna is. And he gave a chabi and he told, you have to fight not with the enemies, but with your own nears and dears. And who are your nears and dears? Your own grandfather, your own guru, your own brothers. When this happened, Arjuna became paralyzed. And after having told everything, at the end, what was the problem? Problem was only one thing, identity crisis. See, you know there is one bank in India, ICICI. That first IC is identity crisis. Second IC is I am confused. That is I. See, friends. And after having heard the whole satsanga, what was the conclusion? Bhagavan did not tell Arjun, you fight the war. He said, Vimrushya etad asheshena. The same thing I am telling you. You are hearing me? I am not telling listening. You are hearing me? Vimrushya etad asheshena. Now you reflect on what you are hearing. And yatechasi tatha kuru. So, who was the problem? Grandfather, the guru, the brother, or his wrong notion as to, at a given period of time, in a given situation, who am I? That is why, my friends, I am again and again telling, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. Now, where are we in satsanga? When? During the satsanga. What should be we? Satsangi. But if I give the example of husband and wife, and if they are here together sitting, immediately the wife will tell, look, what somebody is telling. Are Dumbo, wife is a common noun. It is not a proper noun. See, my friends, therefore, if we really discover that we are the truth, we don't have to run anywhere. In Ramcharitmanas, when Bhagwan Rama was born, Tulsidaji writes, how Bhagwan Ram was born? Bhaye pragata krupala deena dayala. Bhagwan prakata, manifested. He was not born. Something can be born if it is non-existent. Do we have the experience of our birth? We don't have. And yet, I was born. See, friends, therefore, why this happens? Because ajnana. Now, what is ajnana? We have seen knowledge with limitations is ajnana, incomplete knowledge, apurna jnana. And thereafter, once we take ourselves to be the body, then the whole samsara begins. So, birth, death, and then healthy, unhealthy, brother, father, mother, sister, husband, wife, no end to the burden that we carry. And yena eva ayam vapuho idam asati iti atma buddhya. Now then this body becomes, which is not real, that becomes our reality. And whole life we are only working for the body, by the body, on everybody. Not wanting to go beyond that. Therefore you will see yoga people. You should do yoga. Why? You will be healthy and you will live long. What will you do by living long? Do yoga. Twisting the body cannot be the goal of life. To have a wonderful car, Tesla, where you have to go? No, I don't go anywhere. I stay here only. What is the use of that car? See, friends, therefore, we are living only pushyati, ukshati, avati, vishayatantubihi, koshakrut. Therefore, our whole life is lived only for the body. Out of this, we have to come out. And for this, we don't have to do anything. Change the focal length. How to change the focal length? Only remember this much. When, where, what you are, play your role perfectly well. After the role is over, do not allow any impressions to be formed on your mind, good or bad. You know, one of the happy mantra is, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. Don't create friends and enemies in this world. Bhagavad Gita says, 12th chapter, Adveshta sarva bhutanam maitra karuna evacha. Maitra, be friendly. Don't be a friend to a friend and tie yourself in a catch. No. So, atasmin tad buddhi prabhavati vimudhasya tamasa viveka bhavat vaispurati bhujage ranga rajjudishana tato nartha virato nipatati samadhatum adhikaha tato yo sadgraha sahi bhavati bandhas shrunu sakhe. Hey sakhe, my dear friend, listen. What is the bondage? Atasmin tad buddhi. See, we will be having a retreat in Phoenix. And there, the topic, I was told by the person, Swamiji, you have always referred to one text, but you never spoke to us in America. The text is Sanat Sujatiya. So you please talk to us on that in the retreat. We have got 4 or 5 days retreat. Very deep text. And in that text, what is the meaning of sin is indicated. A rare meaning. There it is said, Anyatha santam atmanam anyatha pratipadyate Kim tena na krutam papam chorena atma apaharina. Anyatha santam atmanam. We are essentially divine. Anyatha santam atma. Anyatha pratipadyate. But we mistake ourselves to be the body, then husband, wife, mother, father. Is it not a sin? Why? We are not thieves, we are dacoits. Somebody, like, it happens in South Africa. They call it, the house jihad. If somebody goes out of their house on a tour for 5-10 days, then the local gundas, they go and occupy that house. And the rules is, once somebody gets into the house, you cannot remove it. This is hamara ghar hai. Dacoity. Is it not the same thing? Bodies are produced by the parents. We enter in that. And thereafter, this body is mine and I am the body. Thereafter, whole life is lived only as the body, for the body, on the body. Anyatha santamatmanam, anyatha pratipadyate. We take ourselves to be body. And after that, all the second generation 2G scam begins. Kim tena anakrutam papam? Is it not a sin? The highest sin is papoham papakarmaham. No, you are divine. Don't condemn yourself. We don't have to become divine. See? One of my regular practice, I told you, learning from every experience. Because every 5-10 days I had to change place to place. So my whole life is in my suitcase. And any suitcase, you must have experienced this thing. Any suitcase you have, when you are traveling, every suitcase is small. We want to put something more, but no space, no space. As you can add so many things, why don't you add space? I don't know what to do. You have to do nothing. Empty the unwanted garbage. No, I have taken only 7 pair of shoes, Thank God you have got 2 legs. 7 pair of shoes. Remove that. There will be space. In the same manner, we have got so much of garbage inside. Remove all that. Desire-free mind is God realization. See, Kathopanishad, ultimate statement. Yada sarve pramuchante, kama means desire. Yada sarve pramuchante, kama yasya vridishritaha, athamartyaha amruto bhavati atra brahma samashnute. You are divine now and here. जबरदस्ती है क्या? हाँ जी. You are divine. But we are not. Papoham, papa karmaham, Mungani. Don't be a beggar. Discover your divinity. So, atasmin tat buddhi pravati vimudhasya tamasa. But we are so much overpowered by these tamas. What is the tamas? Tamas creates 3 problems in our life. See, one is alasya, nidra and pramad. Alasya is what? आज करे सो कल करे सो परसों भी क्या करना, जीना है बरसों. Lazy. Alasya. Second, nidra. Anywhere they can switch off. Many people come to satsang for that only. Nidra. And then pramad. Pramad is our ability to repeat the same mistake more efficiently day by day. Is pramad. And then we are not only having that, but we are proud of that. I always forget. Is it a good thing or what? Remember who you are. Therefore, vimudhasya tamasa. Then viveka abhavat. And because he is not able to discriminate what is the truth, then what happens? Bhujage rajju dishana. Now our Vedanta is not complete. unless the snake and the rope is brought in the picture. There was one small town on the banks of Ganges, and there was one ashram also. And that villager, farmer, his son was useless, good for nothing. He became 15 years but not doing anything, eating and sleeping. So his father said, go to that ashram, learn something at least. You will get their food. He said, then I can go. He went there. After 6 months he came back. What you have learned? What they can teach? Last 6 months I am seeing, they are searching the snake, where it is, where it is. They are not finding the snake. So who cannot find the snake? What they can teach me? Vedanta is rope and a snake. Now this example we should clearly understand. If there is zero knowledge, there is no doubt. If there is 100% knowledge, there is no doubt. But if there is limited knowledge, there is doubt. If you have not seen that in the dark place, anything you have not seen, you will never think of a snake. But you have stepped on something called a rope, which you cannot see, but then it moved because it is a rope. And then you start imagining, oh God, I step on something, I think it must be snake. Now what happened? To see the snake, the authority of knowledge is vision. But instead of using the eyes, what we have done? We have used our foot. And then we started imagining it was a snake. Then what we do? We go pick up a torch. And what is the torch? A right means of knowledge. And we don't go to see the rope, we go to see the snake. And when we go with that torch and stick to kill the snake, and when we put it on the right place, and when we see the rope, do we continue to inquire, but where the snake has gone? When you discover yourself, all your questions will disappear. Now apply this. Do we have doubt about our being? 2. How do we know ourselves? Through the sense organs? I think I am there. Or do I leak? I think I am there. No. Sense organs are not used. Organs of actions are not used. Mind is not used. Intellect is not used. Therefore, be attentive. Therefore, pramana nirapeksha anubhuti. Experience which does not involve the means of knowledge. That is the truth. We have done nothing. See? Now this experience is an experience where experiencer is not born. Yes, I know. I think I am realized. Maad mein jao. See, my friends. And this is not for any Tom, Dick and Harry. Tabla peti, dhum dhadaka, nand ke anand bhayo, jai kanaiya lal. It's okay. It's not for that. Therefore, viveka abhavad vai spurati bhujage rajyudishana. Then, tato anartha vrata nipatati samadhatu adhikaha. And thereafter, once we are mistaken that I step on the snake and snake has given me a bite and I am being poisoned and the whole samsara will begin. But when we come to know the one which has given me a bite doesn't exist. In the same manner, the one who is miserable is the husband, he doesn't exist. Then what will that man will do? he will play the role of a husband without becoming miserable. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to divorce. You don't have to create. You continue to be divine and you are. See? Tataha yaha asadgraha. Therefore, asadgraha, the identity crisis as to who am I? Am I a body? Am I husband, wife, etc.? Am I rich, poor? Am I Indian, non-Indian? Who am I? To put the whole thing in one statement, non-specific existence. Don't add any attributes to the existence. To understand this, what are the attributes which are added to the existence? Space. Attributes north, east, west, south. How they are born? Reference is the sunrise. See? How our life is born? Reference is the body. And after the body reference, then north, east, west, south. And when the body identification is dropped, as in deep sleep, there we are neither mother, father, brother, husband, wife. We are happy. But when we take these directions as real, then you have to go to Feng Shui and then put something here, one conical object here, one there. Beokoof. Space is pure. Nothing can contaminate the space. In the same manner, we are divine. With the body identification, a waker is born. When body identification is dropped, nothing is lost. Then dreamer is born. That is dropped, nothing is lost. Then deep sleeper is born. In deep sleep also we continue to exist. So like the three types of clouds. First set of cloud came and lot of noise, dark clouds, heavy rains and went away. What happened to the space? Nothing. Then only the thundering clouds came, white clouds, no rains, went away. What happened to the space? Nothing. Then there was pitch darkness. Is the space afraid of darkness? Is it not our experience? We, the conscious space, Chidakash, one cloud of thunder, noise, and heavy rains comes, waker is born, goes away, waker goes with his all problems. Then the second cloud comes. In the same conscious space, Chidakash, only noise, no rains, that goes, dream also goes. Then there is pitch darkness, deep sleep. That also goes. What happened to us? th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, all of you chant. When? At the time of taking food. When attention is never on chapter, attention is on the food. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannimishta matta smritir mohun. Maharaj, what I am telling is from Bhagavad Gita 15th chapter. There Bhagavan says, Mattaha smriti jnanam apohanancha. I only support smriti, dream, jnanam, waking, apohanam, deep sleep, chakarat, samadhi. So this I, sarvaihi vedaihi ahameva vidya, this I has to be recognized. See friends, Now, how much time it will take for this spiritual practice? That much time, as much it will be required for the husband to know that first he is a man, then he is a husband. You have to do nothing. Then how to live life? Karnataka, Rama Leela, Krishna Leela. You know the story of Bhagwan Ram. Sita ji, before they went out, was told by Bhagwan Ram that now you hide your original form in the element fire and take out a Xerox copy. Sita Amma does that. And this is known only to Bhagwan Ram and Sita ji. Nobody knows this. So in front Ram, followed by Xerox copy of Sita, followed by Lakshmanji, and then went to the forest. And thereafter Ravana came and lifted, took who? Xerox copy. Bhagwan knew it. But what a drama. Hey Sita, without you I cannot live. Where you have gone? Who has taken you? Aha, ho. And everybody was... And when all the drama was over, after having killed Ravana and everything, then another drama. I want to purify you. Agni Pariksha. So the Xerox copy was burnt and original was taken out and go back. But the drama, aha. Therefore, Karnataka, don't take life too seriously. We are all different roles. Play your role. Then we are studying Vivekachoodamani. So, tataha yo asatgraha saha hi bhavati bandha shru sakhe. Mere pyare shru sakhe. This is bondage. Bondage is holding on to the unreal as real. The day you take this as your spiritual practice, your lifestyle will be totally different. Everything will continue to be the same. But earlier we were happy or miserable, we will neither be happy nor be miserable. Like a best actor. Continuing further, Akhanda Nitya Dvayabodha Shaktya Sfurantamatmanam Ananta Vaibhavam Samavrunotya Vruti Shakti Resha Tamo Mayi Raho Ivarka Bimbam. Akhanda Nitya Advaya Bodha Shakti. See, we are essentially unborn, non-dual, eternal. Bodha Shakti, the eternal experience. Bodha is experience. Jnana is knowledge. So, this essentially what we are is as if covered by Samavrunoti Avruti Shakti Resha. So, this Tamoguna, the ignorance, as if it covers the divinity that we are, Tamomai, like Rahu Iva Arkabimbam, like the Rahu swallows the sun and there is eclipse. You know, there are stories in Puranas when Samudra Manthan happened, the nectar Amrit came, the Asuras took it and started running. So Devas, Suras were crying, Narayana, Narayana. So Bhagwan came in the form of the Mohini and then enchanted those Asuras who were running with the kalasha of Amrutam. Then they gave it and okay, I'll give. Sit both lines. So this said Sura, this said Asuras. So she was looking at the Asuras, smiling and all that. And they were infatuated by that. And nectar was given to the Sura Devas. When this was done, Rahu was one of the Asura. He came and sat in between Surya and Chandrama. And when that nectar was given, he took it. And then Narayana was told, he is Asura. Immediately his head was chopped. Therefore, this Asura became eternal enemy of Surya and Chandra. Because he has taken Amrita, he will not die. And because there is no body thereafter, therefore, even if he eats, they come out. This is the story. See? So, Avriti Esha, this covering, friends, ignorance has no cause. Ignorance is the cause. In a school, the teacher was dictating something and the children were writing. And she was moving around. One child wrote some wrong spelling. So the teacher got angry. Who taught you wrong spelling? Child is innocent. Ma'am, wrong spellings are not taught, they happen. How true it is. Highest wisdom. Ignorance has no cause. Ignorance is the cause. And to get out of this, there is only one way out. Don't get caught up in cause and effect. You know where we get caught up in life? Either in sense organs, sense objects, or in sense organs, we are enslaved, or in the mind, likes and dislikes, or in the intellect. What is intellect? Cause and effect. Why? The sky is too high. There is no cause, there is no effect. If the truth is beyond cause and effect, how can your intellect peep into it? Because intellect can function only in the data of cause and effect. See? The more you become subjective, all scientific investigation achievements becomes baby game. All the scientific investigation is objective. Subject can never be an object. Whatever you may be, the highest intelligent scientist in the world, you cannot see your own eyes. In the same way, you cannot know yourself. You are. There is no division between knower and the known. See? Therefore, this Rahu iva arkabimbam, these wrong notions, and wrong notions have no reason. They are like that. So we have to get out of it. Then, tiro bhute swatmani amalatara tejo vati buman anatmanam mohat ahamiti shariram kalayati tata kama krodha prabhuti amum bandhana gunai param vikshepakya rasad urushaktir vyasayati. So, once we have taken the stand that I am the body, so mohat ahamiti shariram kalayati. Thereafter we start living as the body for the body on everybody. Because we are not known ourselves. Friends, on the path of inquiry, majority is not the authority. In democracy, majority is the authority. And what is the majority? Majority is always of fools. So what is democracy? Fools rule the wise. You can see any democracy in the world. Isn't it? So truth is not determined by, because everybody says, I am body, so everybody is wrong. Yes, everybody is wrong. Everybody sees the sky blue. Because everybody sees the sky as blue, does it mean it is blue? See, friends, don't go into crowds. Learn from your own experience. See? When you are sitting in the car, in the front seat, what I do normally, and the car goes. So when you look at the road, the white lines, the road runs in opposite direction, the same speed. Whatever you may decide, it is not running opposite direction. But see, it will be seen. You cannot stop it. Then how to understand that? Only one way. That the movement of the car is superimposed on the road. Road is not moving. Apply this principle. The movement of the body you superimpose on the I. The body was child, the body was growing, the body became teenager, the body became middle age, the body became old age, and on the substratum of the one which has never changed. But what happens? When the body is child, I am child. When the body is old, I am old. When the body is man, I am man. When the body is woman, I am a woman. So, like the movement of the car is superimposed on the stationary road, in the same manner, all the changes of the body are superimposed on I, who does not have anything, neither young nor old, neither born nor dying. If you are asked to speak of this experience, you will not be able to talk a word. It is unlike any experience. Anupameya. It is not like this or like that. Abiding in this and playing the game of life, Karnataka, and therefore highest spiritual practice is don't become extraordinary, remain ordinary. Any extra which is on our head, we get tired. When we go to sleep, exactly what is the process? Learn. We start unburdening the possessions, the relations, everything, achievements, failures, everything we start unburdening. And when everything is dropped, then Brahmanandam, Paramasugadam, karr, karr. See, my friends, spiritual life is not getting anything, losing everything. You don't become divine, you discover your divinity. And if we have discovered our divinity, will we talk to others? Do you know? Realize हो गया यार. तुम्हारा क्या हाल है? नहीं? आ जाओ. चेले बनो. Then I'll give you diksha. Then mantra. And then our Swami Anubhavanandaji Maharaj used to say, the most dispassionate Mahatma is the one who has got hundreds of ashrams. See the contradiction. Maximum dispassion, maximum number of ashram. Absolutely withdrawn, too many disciples. Speciality. In being, there is no problem. In becoming, there is nothing but problem. Therefore, once we take the body as me, Atmanam mohat ahamiti shariram kalayati, then tataha, thereafter, kama krodha pravruti amum bandhana gunaihi. Thereafter, the problem begins. Kama krodha lobha moha mada matsarya. See, this principle I am telling you about desire. Be very attentive. You know, when I come to your Cary, one of the things which I like most is not the crowd that I ever care. One person called me during your corona. Swamiji, you are talking only to the camera. There is nobody with you in your room. But you are talking exactly as if you are talking before the actual audience. I said, I am very clear. For me, actual and virtual audience is the same. Do you think the actual audience is listening? That the virtual audience will not listen? Then I said, I am not talking to anybody. I am addressing myself. If my words will not influence me, do you think they will influence others? Maharaj, Adhyatma is not telling others. And once you take this stand, then you will understand what I am telling. All of you are my great gurus. If you are not in front of me, am I going to talk to the chairs? So I am obliged to you that you allow me to think loudly. See, friends, once this stand you take in life, whatever we do in our life, nobody needs us. It is our need. You cannot be arrogant. See? You cannot be successful. You cannot be failure. You'll be submissive. You'll be humble. This is what spiritual life is. And for that, understanding is the foundation. So what happens with us? The disease that we all suffer from is the desire. Now, how a desire happens? Desire is a thought. And thoughts are born when you use the words. Yesterday also we did an experiment. Think anything you like, but don't use words while thinking. Can you think? You cannot. So thoughts are, the pregnant mind is a thought. In the womb of the mind, when there is fetus, then it is called a thought. Now, next step. When some foreign body goes in our foot or hand or anywhere, then what happens? The tissue starts reacting. And the reaction of the tissue will grow more and more. Then it will become painful. And ultimately, you will go to the doctor. And what the doctor will do? He will discover there is some foreign body in your foot. Remove that. He will remove that. After that is removed, thereafter, then he will put some bandage so that no infection should get in. But how it will be getting cured? Don't worry. Nature cures herself. Then the tissue which was swollen, painful, tender, reddish, it will come back to the normal condition. If this is clear, exactly when in the tissue of the mind, the foreign body enters. Now it is easy to understand. A thorn going in the foot, both of them are gross. But how the things enter the mind? The things enter the mind like we enter the mirror in the form of a reflection. Entry without entrance. How this happens? Whenever we have given any importance or value to anything in this world, that thing has entered our mind. It is a foreign body. And that foreign body will create reaction. Those reactions are called as thoughts. See? So what will be the spiritual practice? When you are moving barefooted, be careful. No foreign body should enter your foot. In the same manner, when you are moving in this world, be careful that no thing and nobody enters in our mind in the form of friend or enemy, important or not important, good or bad, like or dislike. Meaning, let there be an experience, but let an experiencer be not born. Shatrau mitre putre bandhau ma kuru yatnam vigraha sandhau. Don't create friends and enemies in this world. Therefore, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. After the satsang, if I ask you, what did you get? You will not be able to answer. I don't know what we got. But you are not getting anything. Nor you are losing anything. ना कुछ पाना, ना कुछ खोना. We don't get anything because we are divine. We don't lose anything because nothing is ours. Therefore, tata kama krodha. And once we have given any importance or value to anything in this world, that importance or value is called as agitations in the mind. And the desires have got two options. Either the desire is fulfilled or the desire is not fulfilled. When the desire is not fulfilled, it is expressing as anger. When the desire is fulfilled, it is expressing as greed. So three things. Kama, Krodha, Lobha. Trividham narakasedam dvaram nashanam Kama, Krodhastatha, Lobha tasmad etatrayam tyajet. These three, desire, anger and greed, are the gateways to hell. Narakasya dvaram. In some children group I was talking, and this shloka I was explaining many years before. So, one child asked this question. Why there are three gateways to the hell and how many for the heaven? Only one. Why so? Because rush. Maximum people go to hell. Very few go to the heaven, isn't it? How true it is. If we have to write our own biography in one sentence, what we will write? We have been struggling to fulfill our desires and we failed till last moment. Nothing beyond that. I want this, I want that. How to do that? Jo thari rahe, so mari rahe. If our desire matches with his desire, you have learnt all your devotion, all your yoga, all your knowledge, all everything. Hari Ichha. See? So, tata kama krodha prabhrutibihi amam bandhana gunaihi. And then we get so much tied down. And people, they get addicted to these miseries. They don't like happiness. Addiction. One example I'll tell you. There was one couple, a Malayali couple, if I remember. And when I met them in Australia, he was 80 plus and his wife was about 78 or so. And she was all the time reading the latest novels, James Hadley Chase and those kinds of novels. Old lady, forget about God. And he was deeply involved in studying Vedanta. And he was so much involved that when he will take food, he wants her to stand around. Get me this, get me that. And after some time, now you can take food. So she will add the rasam or whatever in the rice. And when she wants to eat, he will say, you have not given me medicine. So she has to again wash the hands, give medicine. Oh, now you can take food. Again she will sit down. You have not given me water. Again she will wash hands, need water. Now you can take food. It's okay. So you have given me a cold water. I want warm water. Again she will get up. That kind of a cruel person he was. constantly torturing that old lady. One day he died. Thereafter, she became mad because she was so much addicted to tortures. Nobody to torture her. Addiction can be for good as well as bad. Friends, therefore, bandhana gunaihi. Don't think only bad things are creating bondage, even good things are creating bondage. What are the things which create bondage? Good things, discipline. Those who are disciplinarians, they are miserable the most. Punctual. A person who is very punctual about everything, he will be there, but nobody will be there. He will be miserable. See, very well organized. Wherever he goes, he will get the exactly opposite. Suffer. See, friends, therefore, jo thari rahe so mari rahe. Everything is fine, good. Relax. We have to mind our mind. Things are like this. You can't change anybody. Bhagwan failed to change us. Param vikshepakya rajasa urushaktir vyatayati. And then the agitations of Rajoguna begin. Then Mahamoha Graha Grasana Galitatma Vagamana Dhiyo Nanavastha Swayam Abhinayan Tad Gunataya Apare Samsare Vishaya Vishapure Jalanidau Nimajjannon Majjam Brahmati Gumati Kutsitagati. And then in this world, Mahamoha Grasana Galita Atmavagamanaha is going through this terrible ocean of the worldly life, and there are so many wild animals in the ocean and biting and kind. And this apare samsare vishaya vishapure. And what is this samsara? Vishaya vishapura. Full of objects and beings. These two things, if we want to practice, how to practice it. How do we know? You cannot ask anybody. How do we know? We have to ourselves find out. Are we reducing our body identification or not? How do we know? When I am taking food, I can't ask others, Aparna, please tell me whether my stomach is full or not. I can't ask. I have to find out myself. In the same manner, to what extent our body identification is reduced? How do we know? You can't ask others. Then learn from your own experiences. Now what is to learn? When we were children, the small toys, etc. was so important for us. When the childhood is dropped, we have become teenager. Then we have neither liking nor disliking for those toys, is it not? Because now we have disidentified from the childhood body. Now we are teenager. Another field, too much attached to that. Then we grow out of that. Then we are middle age. Then marriage, children, in-laws, outlaws, everything. Then we get entangled in that. Then children become grown up, they go out. Now, हम दो हमारे कोई नहीं पता नहीं मेरे बारे में samsara continues. Drop that. See? So if we are really practicing body disidentification, two things will happen. Number one, possessions of the worldly things will never be a criteria of life. How much I have, how much I have. And second thing, no relation will ever disturb us. Then how to live? Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% Karnataka. You don't have to go anywhere. Wherever you are, play your role perfectly well. But don't carry the burden of the role 24/7. See? And for that, one technique I tell you, try. The technique is when you are sitting all by yourself, play meditation. I'm telling play, don't do meditation. Like the children play home, brother, sister, they become husband, wife. They don't become, they're playing. Without becoming husband, wife, they become husband, wife. Similarly, without becoming a meditator, do meditation. In Panchadashi, this thought comes. Dhyatru dhyane parityajya dheyameva avashishyate. When the meditator and meditation is dropped, what remains is Paramatma. You start playing. Meditation. So, if you are sitting, then start playing. Now I am a husband. No, leave the husband. So what husband will do? He'll keep on thinking about wife, this, that. Then now this meditation is over. Okay. The second meditation. Now become a father. Then play again. Father. After some time, drop it. Then play as nobody. Now these three games we played, meditation. When for the first time you played as husband or wife, the thoughts were pertaining to wife or husband. When parents or children, thoughts pertaining to children or parents. But when you are playing nobody, no thoughts. See, my friend, you are doing nothing. But what you have experienced now, you will take millions of years to understand and experience this. And the root cause is body identification. Oh, Maharaj. Therefore, after the job is over, get away. Don't hang around. Here we are only for spiritual evolution. All other things, the role we have to play. You study, become educated, earn money, get married, have children. Enough. You have to draw a line thus far, not further. Enough. Then don't go anywhere. Wherever you are, recognize where we are required, not required. Are we getting too much involved in somebody's life? There is one lady who writes me all the time. Swamiji, she is in India. Her son is in America. Swamiji, my son was going very well with one girl for 5 years, but I don't know what happened. Now he doesn't want to get married to her. Swamiji, what should be done? I said, I'll get married to that girl. Next. Now, your son is 31, 35, and you are worried about his marriage and asking me if I could solve that problem, I would have got married myself. See, friends, and they are elderly people, and very seriously they ask, Swamiji, kya karu main? If it is, I can give one small child, but that elderly lady, what can you talk? They don't want to give up. Hold on to the children, grandchildren. One place they asked me, Swamiji, why these grandchildren are spoiling our children? This happened in a Gujarati family in Mumbai. The daughter-in-law and the son. They said, Swamiji, you know Papa very well. Yes. we are teaching not to eat chocolate, etc. It's not good. So when we tell him, he listens. But when our grandfather and the people come for 15 days, 20 days for a vacation to spend and to spoil our children, then when chocolate is not to be eaten, so my son looks at his grandfather, and grandfather winks. And then they go for the Hanumanji temple. And there, no Hanumanji, only chocolates. And when the child comes back after eating chocolates, it is immediately found out. And then, Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre. See, friend, oldies are taking, I said, do you know why? Because when you were children, you are torturing your parents. Now your father is spoiling your child so that he can torture you. Badla. See, protect your children from your parents. They'll spoil them. Don't get too much involved with them. Keep at a proper distance. Otherwise, under the disguise of love bhi kuch nahi hota. See? Therefore, apare samsare vishay vishapure jalanidau imajjanno mrijjan brahmati kumati kutsitagati. Then again the same thing. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. In Indore, if I remember properly, there was one family and a grandchild was born, and the grandmother was never allowing the grandchild to be with her mother. You don't know anything. I know everything. And everything of the child was done by the grandmother. Slowly, the child became too much attached to grandmother. It is okay up to 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 or 5 years, 6 years. The grandchild doesn't want to leave the grandmother. To such an extent that he started dictating the grandmother, don't put on this sari, don't talk to that man, eat this thing, don't do this thing. Now the grandmother was worried, what happened to this fellow? How he is doing like this thing? Then they went to some Panditji, Puja, Pothi and all kinds of things. And the Panditji told, he is your departed husband. Then this old lady started calculating all his likes and dislikes and dictations are exactly like that. See, friends. So if you do not want to be born again, keep away from all these places. This is one thing I like very much among the white people. They love the children, no doubt about it, up to a limit. Not beyond that. In our condition, the old lady in Bangalore complained to me, Swamiji, tell my children don't listen to me. I said, really? Call them. The children were called. Raju aa gaya. He is not careful about his children. I said, why are you? Swamiji, my second daughter has delivered 3 children. And now also my mother tells her, don't take care of my children. What to talk to her? See, friends, don't get involved in anybody's life. फिर क्या करूं? See, friends, before somebody has to tell. Yesterday I told you why Shirish is happy when I come here, because he knows I am going also. As the day passes, the titer of happiness starts increasing. See, friend, before somebody has to tell, यहाँ से जाने के कितने लेंगे, we should have wisdom to live. In this manner, this Bhanu Prabhasa Jarita Brapangtim Bhanu Tirodhaya Vijrumbhayate Yatha Atmodito Ahankruti Atma Tattvam Tatha Dirodhaya Vijrumbhate Swayam. Like all the clouds are born because of the sun rays, but the same clouds cover the sun in the same manner. All the wrong notions are created by us, And those wrong notions are covering our own divine nature. Therefore, all the spiritual practice is discard the wrong notions and recognize the truth that is supporting the wrong notions and don't get influenced by them. Therefore, our class is different than other places. It is not tabla peti, it is not yoga mat, it is not padmasan or lotusasan. It is correct your thinking and discover the truth. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.